Well, hey guys, what's up? What's going on out there today, huh? Yeah. Hey, another episode of What's the Right Shot? Got a singles point for you today from the 2023 semifinals of clay courts. I played in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Close match, really close match. I was fortunate to squeak it out in two sets. But I'm going to take you through a couple things here. I wouldn't call it a mid-court. I guess you call it a mid-court overhead. And then I have got a short message for you at the end that I think is important. So hang around for that as well. All right, let's get into this here. And so, look, first serve goes in. We get a short return. And now we are going to go with the approach. And I probably could have. Ooh, that was nice. Oh, that's right. This video is the frame rate is very few. Wrong word. Anyway, forehand approach. Yeah, a little tentative with the approach. That's all right. And I think that what happens here is I do get him stretched out and I get a lob coming back, right? So look, here's what happens is we obviously in a high lob, we want to measure, should we bounce it or should we take it in the air? And if it's going to be a high lob and it's going to take you back and continue to bounce away from the net, you probably ought to take it on the fly, right? But on this one here, let's see where it bounces. It bounces just a hair over the service line, and it's going to bounce up pretty high, right? It's going to get it back up there. So look, here's what I'm thinking. And I'm thinking two things here. I'm thinking I'm not thinking two things. I'm thinking this is approach shot number one. Here comes approach shot number one, right? Forehand up the line. Pretty good. Lands deep, takes him out wide. And now I've decided this is going to be a bouncer overhead, but I'm thinking less about the overhead in terms of putting it away, and I'm thinking more about I want to get back behind this so that I can, as I play it, I can play it as approach shot number two, right? We saw approach shot number one, right? Forehand, little topper. Not always a topper, could be a slider sometimes, and this one was a topper. But this is approach shot number two. And so my mindset is, all right, I want to reclaim my net position. That's where I want to be. I don't want to retreat. And so I need to get far enough back behind this, right? I need to let it bounce back up, get behind it, so that when I play it, whatever my target is, in this case it's back over to that ad side, it's another approach shot. And I'm just thinking about reclaiming that net position. And I'm just assuming he's going to get to it, right? We talk about this all the time, right? We talk about every shot has to be a two-shot mindset. Because wherever I go with this, up the line, in the middle, or if I go across court, I can't stop that opponent over there from guessing, from anticipating where I'm going to go. And if I put too much pressure on myself and say, well, this is going to be a one-shot going forward. It's not coming back, one-shot wonder. And the guy is there. I mean, mentally for a second you go, I failed. So obviously you don't want to have that. And you want to hedge your bets by thinking, this is another approach shot. We're coming in behind it and reclaiming the net position. And if he gets there, throws up another lob, we'll do the exact same thing. And if it's one of the same kind of lob where it's a bouncer, then we'll just play approach shot number three, right? And look, even if this lob from my opponent was going to be one that, let's say right about, boy, this frame rate is horrid, wasn't going to be a bouncer, but was going to be on the fly, I'm probably still thinking this is going to be an approach shot overhead, right? Whether it bounces in front of me as an approach shot, standard forehand approach, forehand transitional volley, what are we all trying to do? We're trying to reclaim that net position, and that's what we do here. Picked out my target, right? Got behind it. Now I can move through it, and we come on in, and can you move, mouse? Thank you very much. And it ends up not coming back, and there you have it. So, yeah, always get set up on that overhead behind it so that you're not waiting and the last thing you go is, oh, well, you got to take one step or two steps back as you play it, and now you're retreating back towards the baseline. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you get to reclaim your net position. Hope that was helpful today, guys. Got a short little message here for you, and that is on what I used to do too much of. And that was thinking if I just drilled and drilled and drilled over and over and over again, I would get a different result. And we know the definition of insanity, right? You keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And not only was I doing the same thing over and over again in terms of, well, if I just hit, 1,080 crosscourt forehands today, it's going to move the needle, right? All right, maybe I got a little bit better at, missing fewer of them. But in terms of what was happening up here in terms of competing, it just wasn't moving the needle. It wasn't really doing the job. This year, what I did is what I'm showing you here is I trained 5 mindset skill habits that have made the difference for me. I mean, it's not even close, not even close. And so I encourage you, if you've not checked out this course yet that I've got, 5 very specific mindset skill habits. They take between 5, 6, 7 minutes a day off the court. And it's a 28-day course. You get 1 email a day for 28 days, and I walk you through it. And I think that it'll make a difference in your game. I mean, can we deny that the mental part might be kind of an important part of the game of tennis? I denied it for a long time, all right? And when I stopped denying it, my results changed big time. The way to check it out, go over to webtennis.com/SLR5, that number 5, habits. And you can go check out what I've got for you over there. There's also a link down below in the description area that you can click and just go directly on over there. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Look, any questions, comments, remarks, down below in the comment section, let me know. And yes, God, you're so right. We have to get out there today. We, you, me, everybody. We got to help someone else have a great day. Guys, see you again next time.